Hello, people. I wanted to show you just how much work it takes to get a couple of story screenshots. I was really excited that I fixed the noise on my graphics card, but when I was recording, I had the mic, I guess, in a really bad position because it kept like picking up on, I don't even know, but anyway. So I was all excited about the graphics card stopping making the noise, and then I messed up with the mic. So I'm gonna do a voiceover instead, and lucky you, I can speed up a little bit uh, because it took about an hour and a half total to take these, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 screenshots. Okay, so let's go. And you're going to be meeting a new character today, the Mysterious Traveler. So I thought up a new thing, and I want to expand on the story that I started with Paradoxical. Well, okay, it didn't start with Paradoxical. I mean, it started with Ashore and then Stratus Burn, and then I tried doing Paradoxical, but Paradoxical, ugh, yeah, that save lags really bad. Anyway, so I had this idea, and I'm going to make a new Ashore. And in order to do that, I want to be able to get everybody back to their places where they're supposed to live. And so Bee and Remy are going to Celadon and asking him for some help. And I'm right now I'm going in, I'm giving the Mysterious Traveler his scepter in Cass. I was looking under bracelets. It's under rings. And let me look on the other screen real quick and I'll tell you who made it. So it's just like trying out different colors and stuff. Oh, it's not that screen. It's this screen. It is from a pose pack, Staff of Power pose pack by Catverse. And the pose that I used in that first screenshot of the Mysterious Traveler, that was also by Catverse. Okay, so I had them all, jeez, I had them all lined up down here in the basement, and then I'm like, oh wait, I need to have a screenshot first of Bee and Remy giving the news to Celadon that they're not where they thought they were. They assumed incorrectly that they were all in Stratus Burn, but they're not. They're somewhere new that they aren't aware of where it is. I'm calling it paradoxical, but who knows where they are. So I don't know if you saw that cheating emotion intensity. Oh, and then I had to turn off the autonomy. When you cheat emotion intensity, for screenshots, it gives them how their facial expressions and the way they hold their bodies. Oh, look at her petting the cat that's in the basement. The way they hold their bodies and stuff. And if they're happy, they'll like smile like a loon, and we definitely don't want that. So here I'm trying to get a screenshot of Bee giving bad news to Celadon, but I can't find an angle that Remy wasn't like looking out into the ocean. So I moved Remy and tried again. I had him say something to Celadon, but he looked like he was excited about what he was talking about. So I went back with Bee giving him fake bad news. And then our Mysterious Traveler went upstairs and was watching TV. So I had to like angle the camera so you couldn't see it. I had to hide him on this by the slat of the door. So now I have to move everybody back into the basement and try all over again to, start getting this screenshot that I probably should have done when I had everybody in the basement, and I should have taken that other screenshot like later, but I don't know, that my brain was like, oh, I need this screenshot first. So I took the screenshot first. Um, okay. So you have to get them to stand up. So there he's got his scepter and he's ready to do something to the portal. Originally, I wanted to have him to throw something into the portal. And I pictured him as like a caped figure, not cape like superhero cape, more like a hooded figure in a robe. But the only one that I could find was Grimm's robes. And there were a couple different things, and I had like the hood from Batu on his head, but finally I was just like, you know what? I saw that mask and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. He's hiding his face. I should have done a cast video when I was making him. I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't. So right now I took a picture of him entering the room as they're doing their thing. So you have him, in profile doing that. Now, I wanted to see what it would look like if he like practiced magic. I was trying to do this thing in the pose pack by Catverse. It shows, if you can kind of look, she's holding up like magic in her hand, but I don't know how Catverse did that because I couldn't figure it out. So that pose didn't work because there was nothing in his hand. So, and that one I needed him to be closer to the portal to do. I was just kind of seeing like what's going on. And then B does her hissing thing. So I was trying to get a screenshot of him. So I got this screenshot as if he's taking the power out of the crystal or whatever that's on his staff. Yeah, so that's what we were doing here. Yeah, and then I put that hair on him, and even though it clips a little bit on his bag, on his back, I was like, man, he looks like an elf. So I ended up giving him like elf ears. And so the way he originally was going to look is completely different. Why was I saving this? I thought that wasn't until later I saved Celadon's lab. Huh. Oh, well. All right. I thought that wasn't until later. Why did I do that? I can't remember now. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. I saved Celadon's lab and then took them, put them into it, and put it in the basement. And it didn't occur to me that also in the basement is the kids' room, and I didn't save the kids' room. So I ended up having to switch to another save later. So I had to like take the screenshot so you wouldn't be looking into the kids' room through those glass windows. I'm trying to remember why I had to move. Oh, the lag. Duh. Yeah, so I was doing it in the paradoxical save at first, which is the one that I had everybody but the mysterious traveler already in, but it was lagging, and like I would tell one of them like go here, and it wouldn't drop into their queue. It would just stay, when you first click on for them to do something, it goes at the top of the queue, and then it'll drop in. It wasn't dropping in. So I was trying to get everybody into positions. Oh, here, what was I trying to do? Oh, I cheated him to the top of the sorcerer, or not sorcerer, spellcaster career. Oh, and then I had to go turn off autonomy again because this save didn't have it turned off. It's just, I was trying to get Remy in the right position. Oh, okay. I was trying to, this was before I maxed out his spellcaster thing. I was trying to search online and find how to make that ball in his hands like is in the poses. I have no idea how she did it. So here I am cheating up all of his, to the top of the magician, oh gosh, spellcaster. And then I'm like, well, I don't even see what it is that he's supposed to be doing. So I ended up going into this, and this was something that was similar to what I was looking for. And it was just like charge or something. And I was like, wow, yeah, that looks good. So he's making, the ball of power. And then now he's going to, I managed to keep that portal like, oh, no, this wasn't it. The portal had, I was just about to like have him walk up to it, and then it stopped. And so I had to change it, but I'm not sure why because I've still got to, yeah, that's the pose I want, but I need Celadon to, I guess I could cut these parts out where I took forever to figure something out, but this is what it's like, trying to take screenshots for this. And I know people, like back when I was on the forums all the time, and they would do stuff like this. And it was crazy because they would have chapters of like 40 screenshots all posed out like this. And for me, I love it and I hate it. I like the end result, but making the screenshots and trying to get everybody in specific positions and stuff is very frustrating. So now I'm trying to get Celadon to, I had him, I don't know if he was contacting aliens or calibrating, but I had him do that. And then I was trying to get Celadon back to go stand over there with B and Remy, and then have the mysterious traveler like standing in front of the portal. So I haven't used those teleport things in a really long time, but when I was downloading those poses, Catverse mentioned the teleporter statue, and I'm like, maybe I should get that. So here I did it. I had pretty much the pose that I wanted, other than I wanted B to move a little bit because the way they were standing was kind of weird. But he was like, he had the stick like partially inside the portal, so that didn't work. So and then I remembered I didn't have the satellite there, so I had to put the satellite back where it was, and then I had to get more of the teleporter statues. I mean, it was crazy trying to get everybody teleporting in. So now I decided to make it look like they were standing there like, what's he doing? Kind of freaked out. So I think one of these is the screenshot that I use. Yeah. One of these is the one that I use. And then B's like looking off. So, and then the swirly went away. So yeah, it was one of those that I ended up using. Um, Now I have, like I was saying, originally he was supposed to toss something. Oh, here I'm looking at the different screenshots. He was supposed to walk in and toss something into the portal, and then B was supposed to be like, "Did you just throw something into the portal?" And he was supposed to be like, "You're welcome," and then walk off, you know. But I couldn't find a pose that was for throwing things. So that was disappointing. I wanted, what am I doing right there? Oh, I wanted to find something where he would throw it, but I really like these poses that Catverse made, so I'm not going to complain. So this picture I had a really hard time with. Well, okay, not that picture. But what I wanted was him to walk out the other room. And I realized that in addition to not having the kids' room, I didn't have the other basement room. So I had to go into an old save that I had for the Rottenberry Challenge when the kids were still infants. And it was right here is when I had Eric from the Occult Legacy Challenge was asking Celadon for help, and that's the point where I had last saved. I was about to switch from Eric to Celadon. So I just needed the basement. And as you'll see in a minute, I didn't have all of the, like, everything in the kids' side of the basement was for infants. So I'm glad I was able to avoid, that side of the basement. I'm sure that the side of the basement where they walk in is a little bit different. Oh, and here I was complaining about, and then I was looking at this. I'm like, oh, I've got to get all this stuff out of here, And I'm like, I don't remember exactly where everything was lined up in the basement. Sooner or later, I did realize that I could just replace this room with the room that I saved. Yeah, see, I'm like, oh, all this stuff on the right is gone. So I went and found the room that I had saved onto my library. There we go. And then I had that. I had put that originally in there where I just put it in the nanny's room, but they would never use it. I had the Little Miss Sam's live-in nanny mod. Well, I still do, but the kids are children now, so they don't really need it. Again, shockingly, I remembered to turn autonomy off. Okay, so what I want is them. This took me a long time. I think I might cut out of this. So I've got them watching him walk out the door. And then I went through and took a bunch of different screenshots and stuff. I was complaining that you can't click on the stairs and say use stairs like you can in Sims 2 and 3. Originally I was going to have B walking out following him and then him not being there when she got to the top of the stairs. But I changed my mind about that. I think I might cut out part of this. It took me a while to figure this out. Okay, I think this is where I cut out recording. So originally I had the traveler go upstairs and I had them follow him, and then he wasn't there. And then I was going to take a couple screenshots outside, like, he's not here. Where did he go? And then I had this brilliant idea to have, like, I had that picture of him going through the door, right? That portal door. Oh, and I had realized that somebody was there. What is that? um, so I had the picture of him going out that door. And I thought, wouldn't it be so cool if he disappeared? Like they're standing there watching him go out the door and he's gone. I thought, man, that would be really cool. Like he disappears right in front of their eyes. You know what I mean? Like Bee and Remy, they have a portable teleporter, which is one of Cool Spear's mods. And what I was doing is so funny. In order to get the door to open, I had them call Kelpie the cat so that the door would open. And I was trying to get a screenshot, but like Bee was looking in a different direction. And then they all looked down at the cat, and I was getting so frustrated. And that satellite kept getting in the way of the screenshot. So that one, I decided it didn't work. I was trying so hard, but nothing I did would work. And then the door closed. I'm like, oh man. So what did I do? I think I added the lady that's in the nurse's, not nurse, the nanny's office. Oh no. I was gonna add her, but she was gone. So I had the traveler go ahead and call Kelpie, and then the doors open. And what was I doing here? Oh, I wanted to compare. Yeah. So the way I had it positioned, I was trying to make it look just like that screenshot. So I was comparing the screenshot that had him walking out the door to the screenshot of the door being empty, and no, he's not standing there anymore. So those are all the screenshots, and I was just saying like how few there were, and that I'm probably going to sort through them, and there will be less. So now I'm done with that, and I've just got a little thing next. Well, I wasn't going to do voiceover for this part, but I changed my mind because it was so long. So he was outside with Bee and Remy, and I wanted to have a picture of him holding the cat with Bee and Remy there. And she ran into the stairwell with the mysterious traveler and totally bugged out. And I was trying to find an option to pick her up, so that he could be holding the cat. But there was no option, and he had still wait for pet. So she ran out. Eventually, I did get him to pick her up. So I got the picture of him holding the cat with them there, and then they disappear, and he's standing there alone. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.